Hey everyone, Harry here, still at the San Diego airport. I wanted to do a separate discussion of the Abrego Garcia case. Point number 1, and maybe 2 through 10, it had nothing to do with the Supreme Court case yesterday. It's in a whole different track, and to the extent the Supreme Court said yesterday that you have to bring these claims in habeas, Abrego Garcia already qualifies. That's one of the claims in his case. That's number 1. Now, number 2 is, so this ultimate nightmare. The district court said, bring him back and get him back right away. I think the administration kind of played chicken and decided not to and sought relief in the D.C. Circuit, which didn't give it to them. That's significant in and of itself. Then with a couple hours to go, took it to Chief Justice Roberts, who, yes, he did enter a stay, and you may be seeing headlines about how for a second time in a day he gave the administration a win. But it's a very narrow win. All he did was the narrowest of stays to permit the court overall to hear the claim from the administration. And the claim is basically that Zinnis's order should be dissolved. I do not think, if I'm wrong, we are screwed big time, patriots. But I don't see the Supreme Court saying, as the administration is urging, who cares about Abrego Garcia? It's just too late now, even though we sent him there by mistake. They may say it has to be in habeas, of course, but that is fine. They may say, I think this is likely, if they basically affirm what the district court has done. And again, the Court of Appeals denied special relief to the government, including with a very noteworthy and highly respected conservative judge, J. Harvey Wilkinson. So if they do permit it to go back to her, then I think they will probably say, you can't just tell them an hour and a half. You're on the one hand, you're not, as you're trying to suggest, they're not asking the judge to say, have them here immediately, because that's something you can't promise. It's an international relations matter. On the other, you can say something like, you screwed up, there are constitutional violations, and do all efforts to get him here. And that's basically what she's saying. There may be a little bit of wrestling about what all efforts mean. They're saying you can't just commandeer all foreign relations when you have this kind of problem. Maybe not. But that doesn't mean they can't push hard to get him back. And there could be future proceedings in Zinnis's court about what exactly did you do? Why are you telling me now you can't? But I think the likely upshot is whatever the Supreme Court says, and this is even if they take the case on the merits and then bring it back, is there is review. It's in habeas. Abrego Garcia is already properly there, and the claim will be, hey, I shouldn't be there, as the U.S. concedes. And by the way, the interpretation of the statute is all wet. Then I think it will just go to remedy. I think you can expect the Supreme Court to say, you got to do all deliver at speed as opposed to a time certain. And also, there may be some back and forth about how much you can commandeer foreign policy. But Abrego Garcia is not out of luck as a result of the Supreme Court case yesterday, nor I think, as I spoke about on the other YouTubes, are his other people who may be marooned down there in this terrible, really concentration camp, not prison. It's a torture chamber that no one gets out of. And even though there's been a stay entered by Roberts, it's only temporary for the court to think about things overall. I can see different ways they may go. I don't think they'll go in the administration's favor. That too bad for him. He's down there now. And if they do, we are really, really, really hurting. So that's the thing to look out for as the case now on very fast briefing goes to the U.S. Supreme Court and then what happens thereafter in front of Judge Zinnis. Talk to you later.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.